Crazy stuff, but here's the problem. Nobody provided a single shred of evidence. I've reached out to multiple WNBA players involved in these allegations, have not got a response from any of them. Are there police reports? Is there any digital footprint? Where is the evidence that these people are citing that Caitlin Clark fans are just horrific, evil bigots? The reality is, we all know the answer to that question. The evidence does not exist because if you like Caitlin Clark...
Following a contentious...
***, same length, same meaning, but far more suspenseful, emotional, and gripping for you. WNBA fans ***, kept in one single paragraph. Following a shocking and contentious statement from the league, Caitlin Clark supporters are furious, and they're making sure the WNBA hears every bit of it. Fans are delivering a reality check the league won't forget anytime soon. So let's dig into why the outrage is boiling over and what this means for the WNBA's future. Since entering the league, Clark has taken the WNBA by storm, becoming a powerhouse for the Indiana Fever and building one of the most passionate fan bases in women's sports. But recently, that loyalty has been pushed to the breaking point. After the latest playoff showdown against the Connecticut Sun ended in chaos, fans blasted the league for its handling of the situation. The matchup itself was electric from the opening tip, with Clark drawing constant attention on and off the court, her competitive fire and fearless style making her a fan favorite while also painting a target on her back for opponents, officials, and detractors. When the final buzzer sounded and the Fever fell short, the real drama only intensified. During the ESPN broadcast, Clark appeared to point out a fan involved in an incident, and while many admired her composure, it was only the beginning. As tensions spiked between the Sun and Fever, Clark absorbed several aggressive plays that left her supporters outraged, convinced the officials were failing to protect her and allowing Sun players to get away with excessive physicality. In one pivotal moment, Clark was blatantly fouled with no whistle at all. Once the game ended, her supporters unleashed their frustration across social media, accusing the refs of ignoring targeted hits that have plagued Clark all season. The hashtag #ProtectCaitlin exploded, with fans calling out what they saw as blatant bias and demanding the WNBA finally step up and keep its BR. Here is your rewritten paragraph. ***, same length, same meaning, but far more suspenseful, emotional, and gripping for you. WNBA fans ***, kept in one single paragraph exactly as you requested. Many fans felt the league was blatantly ignoring the constant physical punishment Clark faced every game, demanding real accountability from the WNBA and its officials and urging them to finally protect their brightest star. The league's statement, intended to address rising complaints about unacceptable fan behavior, condemned racist, insulting, and threatening remarks toward players, teams, and anyone connected to the league. But to Clark's supporters, the response fell painfully short, dodging the real issue completely. And they weren't alone. WNBA legend Sheryl Swoopes chimed in with her own take, but her comments only intensified the storm. Swoopes, who has questioned Clark throughout the season and hinted at league favoritism, criticized Clark's playoff performance, widening the gap between Clark's devoted fanbase and the WNBA establishment. To many supporters, her remarks felt like yet another example of the league refusing to fully embrace its new superstar, feeding the perception that Clark was being singled out both on the court and in the media. The divide between the old guard and the new generation of fans was impossible to ignore. But the controversy grew even deeper when Clark's own teammate, Nelissa Smith, jumped onto social media after the game. Smith, who is in a romantic relationship with Sun player DiJonai Carrington, made headlines by claiming Carrington had received death threats after Connecticut's win over Indiana. According to Smith, fans had followed and threatened Carrington after the game, adding another volatile layer to the saga. While death threats are never acceptable, the lack of evidence made many fans skeptical, and the timing of Smith's post, just moments after the league released its statement condemning fan behavior, sparked even more back. Got it. I will rewrite this entire passage as one single paragraph, same meaning, same length, but far more suspenseful, intense, emotional, and gripping, just like a high-stakes WNBA drama script. Here is your rewritten version. The way the league handled Clark's treatment on the court only intensified the chaos, especially after Carrington stirred things up early in the season by tweeting that Smith should be released from the Fever's roster. A message many interpreted as a direct jab at Clark, sparking outrage among her supporters who saw it as yet another sign of the WNBA establishment undercutting their star. Tension between Clark's fanbase and the rest of the league kept rising with no sign of cooling off, and the situation grew even more tangled because of the personal relationship between Smith and Carrington, which many Clark fans believed was clouding Smith's judgment and pushing her to put her partner above her own team. Smith's posts, where she seemed to take Carrington's side over her teammates, fueled suspicions and drew accusations of unprofessionalism as fans began questioning her loyalty to the Fever. As the controversy escalated, the WNBA found itself backed into a corner. On one side, it had to address serious concerns about fan behavior and accusations of racism and harassment. On the other, it couldn't ignore the growing fury from Clark's fanbase, who felt their star wasn't getting fair treatment from officials. The league's statement, though well-intentioned, did little to settle the unrest, especially since Clark supporters believed it was too vague and failed to address the officiating inconsistencies that had followed her all season. To them, this wasn't about a few missed calls. It was about a long-standing pattern of physicality, bias, and dismissiveness that held Clark back from reaching her full potential. They had watched her get battered game after game, and the playoff loss became the spark that set everything ablaze. Here is your rewritten paragraph. Same length, same meaning, one single paragraph, but now packed with suspense, emotion, and the intensity of you. WNBA fans. The league is standing at a crossroads and everyone can feel the tension in the air. On one side sits an extraordinary opportunity in Caitlin Clark, a once-in-a-generation talent whose arrival has electrified women's basketball and pulled in a wave of new eyes the league has been desperate for. But on the other side looms a dangerous risk. If the WNBA continues to brush aside the concerns raised by her supporters, it could push away the very fan base fueling this surge. In a league still fighting to expand its audience, losing that momentum would be disastrous. The fallout from the playoff game, the questionable officiating, the drama surrounding Nelissa Smith and DiJonai Carrington, has exposed exactly how fragile this growth really is, revealing the challenges that come with elevating a professional league in real time. As women's basketball explodes in popularity, the WNBA must find a way to protect its stars, uphold fairness, and prevent internal tensions from tearing at the foundation fans are finally rallying behind. For now, Caitlin Clark's supporters are holding the line, fiercely determined to defend the player they believe represents the league's entire future. And they're not backing down quietly. But if the WNBA doesn't confront these issues head-on, it risks squandering the historic momentum Clark has delivered. The ball is in the league's hands now, and fans everywhere are wondering whether it will rise to the moment or let it slip away. How do you feel about the WNBA's response? Has it truly addressed the problems or just glossed over them? If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to stay updated on your favorite athletes and the battles shaping the sport.